All right, Shalom. Before I get started, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rechak Wadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, and who are the true leaders of Israel today, starting with Elder Apostle Tahar on down. I also would like to give double honor to the head and the elder of the Man of Israel camp, the Ak Chazak, whom I teach under, down here in Greenland, South Carolina. And I also like to give another shout out to you, sincere Akim, you brothers out there that's pushing this truth and all sincerity and righteousness in these last days. And I also quick shout out to you, sincere Akim, you brothers out there that's pushing this truth and all sincerity and righteousness in these last days. All right, to y'all, I like to say shalom. All right, I'm coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai with another quick exhortation video. And pretty much I want to do a lesson, all right, going into, all right, if you don't know what's going on in the news, all right, it's a lot of war talk, and, you know, President D. Trump, you know, pretty much trying to conquer every goddamn land, man. All right, you just seen that this man just went inside Venezuela and did what he did. Now, you know, he's trying to take Greenland, man. All right, which, you know, Greenland, you know, is, you know, pretty much his allies with, you know, Denmark, you know, and Denmark is a part of the EU nation, man. You know, so we seeing biblical prophecy unfold before our eyes, man. All right, because, you know, like I said, Greenland, you know, is an EU nation, man. You know, what the scriptures say, the beast should hate the whore, man. All right, we starting to see that before our eyes, man. All right, these other nations are starting to hate America, man, because America can't keep their fucking nose out everybody's ass, man. You know how a dog like to sniff ass? That's like America, man. They up in everybody's shit, you know, taking everybody's resources, man. That's why everybody's gonna jump this hole, man. Like the elder said the other day, man. I can't remember if it was in street speaking or in camp reading, but I remember him saying, you know, they're gonna jump this hole, man. You know, because this hole is in everybody's shit, you know. But you know, the president of Russia, which is, you know, Vladimir Putin, you know, which is going to be a key. He's going to be the key person. Well, I ain't gonna say key person, but his nation or his country is going to be the top nation that's going to, you know, take down America with the help of these other countries, man. You know, and Russia said, as you can see by the little heading right there, it says Russia threatens the end of the world if Trump takes Greenland. You know, and if I'm not mistaken, you know, Russia and China, you know, they ships is like, you know, pretty much surrounding the area, man. You know, right along, you know, Denmark over there, you know, helping out as well. You see? So, man, this thing can kick off at any given moment. But we understand as well that more prophecy have to be fulfilled before this can happen. You know, the MOTB, for example. That have to take place before this, you know, World War III can happen. But we seeing it, you know, play out before our eyes, man, which is a beautiful sight for the prophets, you know, because we seeing prophecy be fulfilled like we told you niggas, man, you know. So I'm gonna play this quick little clip for y'all.
Warned of the end of the world if Trump follows through on his promise to take Greenland. This comes after Germany, Sweden, France and Norway deployed troops for joint exercises with Denmark. Trump has repeatedly stated that anything less than US control of the island is unacceptable. Russia has warned of the end of...
You see that? Donald Trump is threatening to take Greenland. And I seen a video the other day, Donald Trump, you know, this man trying to go inside Mexico as well and take the cartel, man, you know. Come on, man. This man is in everybody's shit. That's why everybody got a problem with this whore, you know. All these nations have a problem with the whore, man, because the whore can't sit her ass down. She in all these niggas' faces. You know, I'm being sarcastic, of course, you know. But she in all these bitches, all these niggas' faces. So guess what? They're gonna rape her, man. They're gonna rape her, you know. Hey, America never seen war over here in the land of America. That's why that cherry gonna be popped, you know. Why you think it's called Old Virgin Daughter of Babylon? Because it never had war. It's gonna have war very soon, man. Because she can't sit her ass down. You know, she wanna get in the next nigga shit. You know? But let's get some scriptures, all right, proven. All right. Matter of fact, let's kick it off with the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2. And we're gonna start at verse 2. It said, the Lord Yahweh said in Habakkuk 2:2, and the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. You see, the vision is what? These prophecies. That's the vision, you know? That's the visions we trying to get y'all to see, that we see, you know? Because clearly y'all not seeing it, man. Y'all not seeing biblical prophecy happen before your eyes like that, man. Talking to really you 2/3 niggas out here, man. You know? But it said, and the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables. Make it simple. Break it down simple to these niggas. But even when you do break it down simple, it still can't get them. Because Yahweh Shem Rashad parted them no type of understanding. It says, and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Verse 3, for the vision is yet for appointed time. You see, the vision, like I said, is the prophecies. What it said, it is yet for an appointed time. I mean, it was going to be an appointed time, you know, where these visions was going to come to life. And that time is really not. It's now. We seeing it. We seeing the vision. We seeing the visions happen before our eyes, man. It's beautiful. It says, but at the end it should speak. And we seeing it speak, man. Clear as day. You know, clear as fucking day. We seeing the vision speak, man. It says, but at the end it should speak and not lie. Because Yahweh Shem Rashad said what? He's a man that he should not lie. You know? His word's not going to come back void. You know? It said, though it tarry, because, you see? Though it tarry, wait for it. These prophecies was tearing at one point in time, man. So at the point, it was looking like it was going to never happen. But guess what? It's happening. Now you niggas looking crazy, stupid. You know, you got some Israelites that's starting to see the prophecies, man. Let me put this on mute. It's like you. You got Israelites that's starting to see the prophecies now, man. You know? They starting to see it for themselves. And now they looking crazy. They confounded. It says, though it tarry, wait for it. And that's what we did. We wait for it. But you niggas didn't wait for it. Y'all was carelessly doing things of this world. You know? And that's why Yahweh Shem Rashad going to catch a lot of you niggas off guard. It says, wait for it because it will surely come. It will not tarry. You see? It's not tarrying anymore, man. It's not prolonging. You know? Because especially going back to when the elders apostles came on the scene, man, you could just imagine. They've been in this truth 30 plus years, man. And the prophecies were just tarrying. You know? And niggas was just falling out while they stand strong. Not selling out for the bag. They could have easily sold out because, you know, at that time they weren't seeing no prophecies like how we seen it. We didn't have to wait that long to see prophecies like how they had to wait. That's going to show you, man, those men have great patience. Very great patience. And what do patience mean? To suffer. They had to suffer through the bullshit, man. Although they knew the prophecies was going to happen, they still had to suffer through it. Verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. This man's soul is not upright in him. Look how this man is moving. Look what the things this man is doing. I mean, look what he just did in Venezuela at that. This man hit Venezuela with some shit they never seen before. Look how they, just look it up. Look how they conquered, I ain't gonna say conquered Venezuela, but look how they came into Venezuela and pretty much took the president and, you know. Shit is crazy. But it says, but the just shall live by faith, live by his faith. You see that? The just is the elect. that's living by faith. Verse 5 is really the point. It says, yea, also, because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keep it at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is a death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people. You see that? It said this man can't keep at home. This man is in everybody's shit. He can't keep his hands to himself. That's why these other nations gonna put hands on him or put hands on the whore, because she can't keep her hands off these other nations. It says, who enlarges himself, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. This man can't be satisfied. This man go into all these lands and get all their resources and still can't be satisfied. What more do you want, Esau? You damn sure ain't getting the promises that the Lord gave us. So you might well forget that. Get that out your thought. Get that out your mind. That's not happening. Anyway, but back in the video, like it said, Russia threatened the end of the world if Trump takes Greenland. Now we know it ain't gonna be the actual end of the world, but we understand through the spirit what he's talking about, man. Really, it's gonna be the end of your goddamn world as well, Vladimir Putin, because you an Edomite as well. The Lord just having two Edomites go at it, man. Like the elder said a while back, the Lord got two Edomites going to war. That's cold blooded right there, man. Pretty much, like roughly paraphrase what he was saying. That's some shit right there, because they blessed with a sword, man. So it's gonna be some shit. The Lord got two Edomites clashing, But like I said, we understand it ain't gonna be the end of the world, because the Lord said in Ecclesiastes 1 and verse 4, one generation passeth away, and another generation coming, but the earth abideth forever. You see, so the earth is still gonna be here. It ain't gonna be no end of the world where the earth is destroyed. No. Yeah, it's gonna be destroyed because of the nuclear fire, but guess what? It's gonna be built back up. See, the Lord's gonna build it back up. So the earth is gonna abide forever, man. But the end of the world that he's talking about through the spirit is the end of what? Let's go get it. The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. You see? So when this war take place and Yahweh shall come, during the midst of World War III, guess what? After all that happened, that's going to be the end of Esau's world, meaning his rulership. The Lord's going to take these devils from their rulership with this war. And then that's when Jacob, starting with Yahweh Shah on down to King David, hey, man, we're going to be the beginning of it that followeth, man. Lord willing, we'll be at that number. That'd be joint heirs. You see? We're going to be next, man. We're going to be rulers. We're going to be kings and priests, So, this is why we're waiting for this war to happen, because we understand once war happens, that's when we get our rulership. And what Russians, Putin said, it said Russia threatened the end of the world. Because these missiles, hey, they gonna do damage, man. This ain't gonna be no little light war. You ain't gonna be able to compare World War III with World War II and World War I. This war is gonna be fight with what? Fire and brimstone, man. Like you said in the book of Isaiah 9 and 5, basically roughly paraphrasing, the wars was fought, on horses, and man screaming. But this should be with fire and burning, Matter of fact, let's get it. I don't want to butcher it too much. Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. Yeah, because the ancient wars, that's how they was fought. You had man on horses or just man on foot, and killing each other. You didn't have all this new age technology where you could drop bombs and missiles and rockets and all that, man. You didn't really have all that. It said for every battle, the warriors would confuse noise and garments rolled in blood, because they would get, since they were fighting up close, they would get blood on their actual garments, It says, but this, talking about this World War III, but this should be with burning and fuel of fire, man. Through what? The ICBM missiles. That's how it's going to be the end of the world. The end of the Esau rulership through missiles. Y'all own blessing is going to take y'all out of power, man, because the Lord bless y'all with what? The sword. Y'all own sword is going to take y'all out of y'all rulership. Little do y'all know. So let's get this last precept. We're going to close it, Revelation, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 11. And we're going to start at verse 13. 14 is the point. It says, in the same hour, there were a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. Now, that earthquake ain't talking about an actual earthquake, man. All right, that earthquake right here that is speaking of is what? The ICBM missiles. I mean, World War III, because when the ICBM missiles, it's going to make this place, shake to and fro, like a junker. I mean, the earth is going to be quaking, shaking, literally shaking. So it says, and the 10th part of the city fell. What's the 10th part of the city? The 10th part of the city is talking about America, man. All right, even when you look on, what is called, FEMA map. America is divided. All right, America is divided into 10 parts. You see, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You see, all the way to 10. So when it says, where we at? 13. And the 10th part of the city fell. It's talking about America. And in the earthquake was slain a man 7,000. All right, and that 7,000 just represents completion. It's going to be way more than 7,000 men that's going to die over here in America. It said, in the remnant, talking about the elect, were frightened and gave glory to the God of heaven, Yahweh. You see, because we're going to be delivered out of that, Lord willing, man, Yahweh Tazah. When these missiles, just before these missiles hit, we're going to be beamed up. So, of course, we're going to be frightened. Like they said, the elect should scarcely make it. Of course, we're going to cry and be mixed emotions. We're going to be happy, crying at the same damn time. Verse 14, the second war is past, talking about World War II. The second war is past, and behold, the third war coming quickly, man. Talking about World War III, because from World War II, from what looks to be about to happen, World War III, wasn't that long ago, almost 80 years. You got people that's living that fought in World War II, man. So it really wasn't that long ago when you really think about it and consider it. So this war, man, is bound to happen, man. I mean, look what this man is doing. You got EU nations that's turning on this, man. So, hey, at any given moment, anything can happen, man. That's why we got to stay prayed up, stay fasting. Me personally, I got to get back, to fasting more, man. Because these prophecies, hey, man, they're not tarrying, man. They speedily coming, to light. So, Lord, willing, this video was edifying. I'm going to close with giving our praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rechak Wadash. Divine to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well. Stop my elder apostle Haran down. Divine to the elder, the man of Israel camp, the Chazak, whom I teach under, down here in Greenville, South Carolina. And shalom to you, Shishit Akim. Shalom.